My stepdad said I'd never be his real daughter, so I made his own kids choose me over him. When I was 17, my whole world was shattered with 6 words. You'll never be my real daughter. Warren had raised me since I was 5, been to every school play, taught me to ride a bike, but during a fight about college applications, when I mentioned wanting to study culinary arts instead of business like his biological kids, his mask finally slipped. Fiona and Kevin would never disappoint me like this, but then again, they're actually mine, he said, his voice cold. Fiona and Kevin were his biological children, and he had always treated us differently. I saw the truth in his eyes that day. 12 years of playing dad, and I was still just his wife's baggage to him. That's when something crystallized in me. I wasn't going to beg for his approval anymore. Instead, I'd become so undeniably successful that his rejection would become his loss. I started documenting everything I cooked, building a portfolio, and entering every competition I could find. While Warren boasted about Fiona's MCAT scores and Kevin's internships at family dinners, I quietly applied for apprenticeships at Michelin star restaurants. When I got accepted to train under a James Beard Award winner in New York, I didn't even tell him. Mom knew, but I asked her to keep it quiet. I want to focus on my craft, I said, though really I just couldn't bear to hear him diminish this too. For 3 years, I disappeared into the culinary world. I worked 16-hour days with burns up my arms, screaming chefs in my ears, all while sleeping in a shared apartment. I worked my way up from prep cook to line cook to sous chef, each position more demanding than the last. Meanwhile, Warren would send mom photos from Fiona's white coat ceremony and Kevin's graduation, never once asking how I was doing. During rare video calls with my mom, he'd be in the background, occasionally throwing in comments like, still playing with food, or Fiona just published her first research paper, as if I needed the comparison. I started developing my own style, fusion techniques combining molecular gastronomy with comfort food, things that caught the attention of food critics. When a famous food magazine wanted to do a feature on rising young chefs, I almost said no, afraid that Warren would see it and ridicule me even further. But my mentor convinced me by saying, cook for yourself. That article led to me opening my own restaurant and feeding more than 300 people every single day. Then one day, I got an invitation to Fiona's engagement party. I almost didn't go, but then I realized I wasn't the weak girl scared of her stepdad's judgment anymore, so I went and arrived fashionably late. Fiona spotted me and her face lit up like Christmas. Oh my God, Lena! Kevin rushed in behind her. It's so nice to see you. They hadn't seen me in 2 years. We saw the article about your restaurant opening, Kevin said. That's so cool. Fiona grabbed my hands. My friend ate there last week. She couldn't stop raving about it, said it was transformative. More family members gathered. Warren's brothers, his parents, cousins I'd known since childhood. Wait, Warren said, you opened your own restaurant? I nodded, watching his face from across the room, his expression cycling through confusion, disbelief, and something else. Fiona turned to her friends and introduced me. This is my sister. She's basically the hottest chef in the city right now. That's when I finally said it out loud. Actually, Fiona, your dad made it very clear I'm not your real sister. The whole room went silent. Fiona's face fell. What? Dad, what is she talking about? Warren's face went red. That's not, I didn't mean it like that, he stammered. It was one argument years ago. Fiona looked between us. Dad, what exactly did you say? Warren shifted uncomfortably. She wanted to waste money on culinary school. I was being practical. Kevin frowned. But you paid for our degrees without question. That's different. You two had realistic careers. The words hung there, proving my point. Different how? Fiona's voice sharpened. Because we're your real kids? Warren's mother stepped forward. Warren, did you tell this girl she wasn't your real daughter? He wouldn't meet her eyes. She's twisting it. I said Fiona and Kevin were actually mine, but that's fucked up, Dad. Fiona interrupted. That was the first time I'd heard her swear. Then her and Kevin grabbed my hands and told me, you are our sister. You've always been our sister. Fiona turned back to Warren. And if you can't see that, maybe you shouldn't come to my wedding. Warren left early while his children stayed with me. Mom texted later. He cried the whole way home. Good.